let's dive into something truly decadent, a dish that whispers luxury and shouts flavor. We're not just talking about a simple meal, we're embarking on a culinary adventure. Get ready to elevate your home cooking game. Black truffle and foie gras ravioli, a symphony of flavors that dance on your palate. Sounds fancy? Perhaps even intimidating? Don't let the name fool you, because you can absolutely make this at home. We're going to demystify the process and show you just how achievable gourmet cooking can be in your own kitchen. It's all about simple, beautiful ingredients, the kind that speak for themselves. When you start with quality, the end result is always going to be exceptional. Earthy black truffles, the diamonds of the culinary world, lending their intoxicating aroma and unforgettable taste. Silky foie gras, rich and buttery, melting in your mouth with every bite. A true indulgence. And fresh pasta made with love and care. The perfect vessel to carry these exquisite flavors. The texture, the taste, it's simply unmatched. The magic is in the balance, the interplay of textures and tastes creating a harmonious culinary experience. Deep truffle aroma, filling your kitchen with an intoxicating scent that promises pure delight. It's an experience for all the senses. Rich foie gras, seared to perfection, its decadent flavor intensified with a beautiful golden crust. All wrapped in homemade pasta, each ravioli a little treasure chest of flavor waiting to be discovered. And yes, we'll top it with a creamy champagne sauce, adding a touch of effervescence and elegance to cut through the richness, balancing the flavors and creating a truly unforgettable dish. This isn't out of your league. Forget fancy restaurants, you've got this. It's proper home cooking with a touch of class, elevating simple ingredients to something truly special. Making pasta from scratch is easier than you think, a simple process that yields incredible results. Just flour, the foundation of our pasta, creating a delicate and satisfying texture. Eggs, adding richness and binding the dough together, creating a beautiful golden hue, and a bit of love. Because every great dish starts with passion and care. We'll break it down step by step, no fancy equipment needed, just a few basic tools and a willingness to learn. Roll up your sleeves, because it's time to get your hands dirty and create something amazing. And let's make a dish that'll wow anyone at your table. Prepare for gasps of admiration and requests for the recipe. The black truffle is the star, shining brightly with its unique and unforgettable flavor. And good foie gras is the heart. Treat them with respect. Handle them with care, and they will reward you with their incredible flavor. By making this at home, you're not just cooking, you're creating an experience. You control the quality and impress your friends. Show them what you're capable of and enjoy the fruits of your labor together. Ready to create restaurant quality magic in your kitchen? Let's transform your home into a gourmet haven. Let's get started. The adventure awaits. Before we embark on this culinary adventure, let's take a moment to appreciate the heart of our dish. The ingredients. Sourcing the finest components is paramount to achieving an unforgettable dining experience. We'll be using a selection of fresh, high-quality items that will come together to create a symphony of flavors. Our pasta begins with the foundation of 400 grams of 00R flour. This finely milled flour is the secret to achieving that delicate, melt-in-your-mouth texture that defines exceptional pasta. The 00 designation refers to the texture of the flour, ensuring a silky smooth dough. To bind our flour and create a rich golden dough, we'll incorporate 4 large fresh eggs. Opt for eggs with vibrant yolks, as they contribute not only to the color, but also to the overall flavor and richness of the pasta. And to enhance the flavors and balance the sweetness of the eggs, we'll add just a pinch of sea salt. The coarse texture of sea salt adds a subtle crunch and a burst of flavor. Now, for the star of our filling, 150 grams of fresh, decadent foie gras. Its buttery texture and rich savory flavor will elevate our pasta to new heights. Ensure your foie gras is of the highest quality for the best results. To complement the foie gras, we'll infuse our filling with the earthy aroma of 30 grams of black truffle. If fresh truffle is unavailable, truffle paste or oil can serve as a worthy substitute, imparting that signature truffle essence. To add a creamy, delicate touch, we'll incorporate 100 grams of fresh ricotta cheese. Its subtle sweetness and smooth texture will perfectly balance the richness of the foie gras and truffle. To round out the filling, we'll season it with freshly grated Parmesan cheese, a touch of sea salt, and a generous grind of black pepper. These elements will enhance the overall flavor profile and add depth to the filling. For our luxurious sauce, we'll use 200 milliliters of champagne or dry prosecco. The effervescence and acidity of these sparkling wines will create a light and elegant sauce that perfectly complements the richness of the filling. To create a velvety smooth texture, we'll add 250 milliliters of double cream. Its richness will envelop the pasta and create a truly decadent experience. For a touch of aromatic complexity, we'll incorporate one small finely diced shallot. Its delicate onion flavor will add depth and nuance to the sauce. To build the base of our sauce, we'll use unsalted butter and season it with salt and white pepper. White pepper is preferred for its subtle heat and ability to maintain the sauce's pristine color. As a final flourish, we'll garnish our dish with extra truffle shavings. These delicate slivers of truffle will add an intense aroma and visual appeal. To add a touch of freshness and color, we'll sprinkle our dish with finely chopped chives or parsley. These herbs will brighten the flavors and create a visually stunning presentation. And finally, we'll finish with a delicate drizzle of good quality olive oil. Its fruity notes will enhance the overall flavor profile and add a touch of elegance. If you find yourself without 00 flour, don't fret. Plain flour can certainly work in a pinch. While the texture might be slightly different, the end result will still be delicious. While fresh truffle is undoubtedly the gold standard, truffle paste or oil can be excellent substitutes when fresh truffles are not readily available or are cost prohibitive. They offer a convenient way to infuse your dish with that distinctive truffle flavor. Before we begin the cooking process, let's take a moment to lay everything out in an organized manner. This culinary practice, known as mise en place, ensures a smoother and more efficient cooking experience. Having all your ingredients prepped and within reach will allow you to focus on the task at hand and create a truly exceptional dish. Remember, the key to any truly outstanding dish lies in the quality of its ingredients. Don't compromise on quality, seek out the best possible components you can find. The difference in flavor and texture will be truly remarkable. The Parmesan and ricotta cheese in our filling play a crucial role in adding both creaminess and depth of flavor. The Parmesan provides a salty, umami-rich note, while the ricotta contributes a delicate sweetness and a smooth, velvety texture. The champagne in our sauce is not just for show. It brings a vital element of acidity and elegance to the dish. Its bright, bubbly character cuts through the richness of the cream and foie gras, creating a harmonious balance of flavors. We opt for white pepper in our sauce to maintain its pristine, elegant appearance. Black pepper, while delicious, can leave dark specks that detract from the visual appeal of the dish. Finally, our garnishes are not merely decorative. They add a burst of color, texture, and flavor to the finished dish. They provide a final flourish that elevates the presentation and tantalizes the taste buds. Now that we've gathered our exquisite ingredients and understand their roles in this culinary masterpiece, are you ready? Let's embark on the journey of making our pasta dough, the first step in creating this unforgettable dish. Alright, let's dive into the heart of Italian cuisine and learn how to make pasta dough from scratch. It might seem intimidating at first, but trust me, with a little practice, you'll be whipping up batches of fresh pasta like a pro. Get ready to transform simple ingredients into something truly special. The first step is to create your workstation. Pile your flour on a clean surface, preferably a wooden board or a large countertop. This will give you ample space to work and prevent the dough from sticking. Make sure your surface is dry and free of any debris. Now, with your hands, gently create a well in the center of the flour pile. This well will act as a vessel for the wet ingredients, allowing us to gradually incorporate them into the flour. Make sure the well is large enough to hold all the eggs without overflowing. Carefully crack in the eggs directly into the well. The number of eggs will depend on the amount of flour you're using, so be sure to follow your recipe closely. Fresh, high-quality eggs will make a noticeable difference in the final product. Now, for a touch of seasoning, add a pinch of salt to the eggs. The salt not only enhances the flavor of the pasta, but also helps to strengthen the gluten, resulting in a more elastic dough. Using a fork, gently whisk the eggs together within the well. Be careful not to break the walls of the well just yet. The goal here is to create a homogeneous mixture of the eggs and salt before gradually incorporating the flour. Now comes the fun part. Gradually start pulling in flour from the inner walls of the well, incorporating it into the eggs as you whisk. Continue this process until a shaggy dough begins to form. Don't worry if it looks a little messy at this stage. That's perfectly normal. Once the dough has come together enough to form a ball, it's time to knead. Knead by hand for about 10 minutes. This process develops the gluten in the flour, which gives the pasta its characteristic chewiness. Continue kneading, pressing, and folding the dough until it transforms into a smooth and elastic ball. The dough should feel firm but pliable, and it should have a slight sheen to it. To test if the dough is ready, gently press your finger into the surface. The dough should spring back quickly, indicating that the gluten has developed properly. If it doesn't, continue kneading for a few more minutes. Once you're satisfied with the texture, shape the dough into a smooth round ball. This will help it relax evenly during the resting period. Now wrap the dough tightly in plastic wrap. This prevents it from drying out and forming a crust. After wrapping, let it rest for at least 30 minutes at room temperature. This resting period is crucial for allowing the gluten to relax, resulting in a more tender and easier to roll pasta dough. Resting relaxes the gluten, making the dough easy to roll. Think of it as giving the dough a little spa day before its big debut. You can make it ahead and chill in the refrigerator for up to 24 hours. This is a great option if you want to break up the pasta making process into multiple days. If you've chilled the dough, just bring to room temperature before rolling. This will make it more pliable and easier to work with. While the dough rests, move on to the filling. This is a great time to get creative and experiment with different flavor combinations. Making pasta from scratch is satisfying and worth the effort. The taste and texture of fresh pasta are simply unmatched by anything you can buy in a store. Don't skip the rest. It's the secret to perfect pasta. Patience is key when it comes to pasta making. Once rested, you're ready to roll and shape your pasta into whatever form your heart desires. Homemade pasta is a game changer. Once you've tasted the difference, you'll never go back to store-bought again. Now that our dough is resting, let's shift our focus to the delicious filling that will elevate our pasta to new heights. While the dough rests, let's make the filling. Cut foie gras into cubes and sear briefly in a hot dry pan, just until golden. Drain on kitchen paper, then finely chop. In a bowl, mix ricotta, parmesan, salt and pepper. Add the chopped foie gras. Grate in fresh truffle or stir in truffle paste to oil. Gently combine, don't overmix. Taste and adjust seasoning. Chill the filling for at least 30 minutes. It'll be easier to work with. Chilling melds the flavors and firms up the mix. A cold filling makes assembly neat and stress-free. The aroma is incredible. Luxury in a bowl. Dough's resting, fillings chilling, you're on track. Next up, rolling and shaping ravioli. Let's do it. Dough rested, filling chilled. Let's make ravioli. Divide dough into 4, keep unused pieces covered. Roll one piece into a thin sheet. You should see your hands shadow through it. Place small mounds of filling in a row, spaced apart. Brush around filling with water or egg wash. Fold dough over. Press out air and seal edges. Cut into squares with a knife or pasta cutter. Place on a floured tray to prevent sticking. Repeat with remaining dough and filling. Don't overfill, less is more. Press firmly to seal and avoid air pockets. Work quickly so dough doesn't dry out. You've made beautiful handmade ravioli. Take a moment to admire your work. Next, the champagne sauce. Time for the sauce, simple, elegant and quick. Melt butter in a pan over medium heat, add chopped shallot and cook until soft. Pour in champagne or prosecco, let it bubble and reduce by half. Scrape up any caramelized bits for extra flavor. Lower heat, add double cream and stir gently. Simmer until slightly thickened coats the back of a spoon. Season with salt and white pepper, taste and adjust. For a smooth finish, strain out the shallots. Optional. Keep sauce warm on low heat, don't let it boil. The aroma is amazing, creamy, tangy and light. This sauce elevates the ravioli to restaurant level. It comes together in under 15 minutes. Make sure it's ready before you cook the pasta. You're nearly there. Let's cook the ravioli. Boil a large pot of salted water should taste like the sea. Gently lower ravioli in, cooking in batches if needed. Fresh pasta cooks fast 3-4 minutes until they float. Let them cook 30 seconds more to heat the filling. Warm your champagne sauce while ravioli cook. Lift ravioli out with a slotted spoon, drain, and add straight to the sauce. Gently toss to coat, don't break them. Let them simmer together for 30 seconds to absorb flavor. The sauce will thicken slightly from the pasta starch. Ready to plate up? Time to plate. Make it look as good as it tastes. Use warm, shallow bowls for serving. Arrange 5-6 ravioli per person in the center. Spoon champagne sauce over and around. Garnish with truffle shavings, chives or parsley, and a drizzle of olive oil. Serve immediately. This dish is best hot and fresh. Stand back and admire your creation. Pour a glass of champagne, sit down, and savor every bite. You've made a restaurant-worthy dish at home. Enjoy the experience. You've earned it.